This is Accurate TV News,
where you get your news on time, on point, and on.
Clarendon killer must serve at least 61 years in prison.
Heartless killer Rushane Barnett has been given 5 life sentences for the murders of his 5 relatives at their home in Cocoa Peace, Clarendon on June 21 and is required to serve 61 years before he can apply for parole.
The sentences are to run concurrently. The 23-year-old in July pleaded guilty to the murders of Kemisha Wright, 31, and her 4 children, Kimanda Smith, 15, Sharalee Smith, 12, Rafaela Smith, 5, and 23-month-old Kishan Henry Jr.
His plea came a day after he told forensic psychiatrists that voices in his head had influenced him to commit the crimes.
The bodies of his victims were discovered by a relative around 5:30 a.m.
The Wilson Run Trelawney native, who was dressed in an orange floral-themed shirt, green shorts, and a pair of brown leather shoes, did not flinch while Justice Leighton Pusey handed down his ruling inside the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. In ruling, Judge Pusey said adjectives were insufficient to describe the crime.
The case was described by Chief Public Prosecutor Paula Llewellyn as the most gruesome murder trial she has ever participated in. In June, Llewellyn indicated at the start of the trial that the state would be seeking the death penalty, but withdrew that submission after Barnett pleaded.
Llewellyn, however, asked that Barnett be required to serve a minimum of 60 years imprisonment, 15 years more than what defense attorney Tamika Harris recommended. In September, the prosecution said a post-mortem revealed that Barnett inflicted 95 incised wounds on his victims.
Wright received 48 wounds in the region of her chest, neck, abdomen, and waist. The toddler had 11 incised wounds, while Kimanda received 9 incised wounds and 4 stab wounds. Sharalee and Rafaela had 22 and 5 incised wounds respectively. All of their throats were slashed. Barnett is to serve 61 years and 8 months in prison before he becomes eligible for parole.